that nobody will work harder to earn your business. Brand new award-winning Fords with 0% financing, no down payment, and no payment for 90 days with your good credit. This offer ends 9/3/24. Come see us today and make it a Woody Anderson Ford. Hope to see you soon.
Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware is your locally owned and operated hardware store. We're not just about numbers, we're about helping neighbors, because our Ace Hardware store is part of your community. We're committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience. As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Stop by and visit Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware today, 1536 Blunt Avenue in Guntersville.
Looking for your next adventure to be out of this world but don't have enough money to buy a spaceship and leave orbit? Well, look no further than Divergence VR theme park off of Governor's Drive Southwest in Huntsville, Alabama. Are zombies more your style? How about driving your favorite cars on the world's fastest track? Or maybe a gorilla game that has you climbing up tall trees to escape other gorillas? Wait, that's actually a thing? Huh. Would you look at that? For whatever adventure you can dream of, call 256-203-4128 to get your VR adventure started now.
Hey folks, Bob Baumhauer here. We're extremely proud that Baumhauer's Victory Grill has been serving Alabama for 43 legendary years. Our motto is legendary fun, legendary food, and we strive to make every dining experience a special one for all of our guests. Our menu features delicious, always fresh and scratch-made in-house recipes. And of course, our award-winning wings and sauces. And don't forget, our happy hour and halftime daily specials cannot be beat. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, legendary fun, legendary food.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked the reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Alabama! Your home of the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Welcome to the Woody Anderson Ford Scoreboard Show. Check out the full inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus schedule your next service checkup online at WoodyAndersonFord.com. Powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. Now, here's your host, Scott Tyson.
There you have it. We are back and we are live. It is our Week 1 edition of the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. And we have a mix of scores for you tonight on Week 1. We have two regions across our area dipping into region play tonight. Both of those regions coming in Class 4A. So we'll get to those. We'll run down those. We'll let you know who kicked off region play tonight on Week 1. But boy, oh boy, let's get you to the scores without waiting. Here we go. The River City Rivalry, the 61st edition of the River City Rivalry tonight, Decatur and Austin. Jeremy Perkins, Austin head coach, 10-4 all-time against the Red Raiders. The Austin head coach coming in tonight with 99 wins all-time at Austin. John Ritter still looking for that first win as Red Raider head coach. Last week, tripped up on the road at Buckhorn, having to go on the road tonight at Austin, making that short drive. This one would go the way of the home team. The Austin Black Bears blanked the Decatur Red Raiders tonight, 41-0. That win gives Austin head coach Jeremy Perkins his 100th career win as an Austin Black Bear head coach. Hewitt Trussville at home tonight taking on Gadsden City. And oh boy, the Gadsden City Titans run into a buzzsaw. They come down 42-14. The lights were on over at Joe Davis Stadium this evening. The Bob Jones Patriots, boy, did they look good in their season opening win against Coleman. Tonight they were taking on a Lee squad, and a Lee squad that was just overmatched. Bob Jones moves to 2-0 on the young season. How about 63-7 tonight over at Joe Davis Stadium? The Patriots, they come away victorious. Guntersville and Fort Payne. Guntersville entering the night the number 1 ranked team in Class 5A on the road tonight at Fort Payne. And this one, Guntersville, the victorious team on the road. They get a 23-19 win over the Fort Payne Wildcats. Oh, Muscle Shoals and Florence. Muscle Shoals dropping their season opener, a heartbreaker last week on the road at Gadsden City. Now, Gadsden City coming in ranked 6th in Class 6A. Muscle Shoals, after that loss last week, dipping down in the 6A standings, still inside the top 10 at number 10, playing host to Florence. The Falcons looking to rebound from a season-opening loss last week. Muscle Shoals at home, they were too much tonight. The Trojans, big 31-13 winners over the Florence Falcons. Huntsville, the Jimmy Gay era, they are off to a 2-0 start. Huntsville at home, Milton Frank Stadium, taking on May Jemison. May Jemison got a little work to do. They are now in an 0-2 hole. Huntsville gets the win tonight, 36-6. Hartzell looking to rebound. Last week, remember, they went to double overtime at home against Austin. They come up short this week at home again, taking on Jackson Olin. There's no coming up short tonight. Hartzell all over Jackson Olin. In fact, they get it in shutout fashion, 41-0. Coleman at home tonight, taking on Mortimer Jordan. Coleman again, that season opening loss to Bob Jones last week. They shake that off. They're at home. They get the win, 35-14 over Mortimer Jordan. In a game that just wrapped up on 97.7 ESPN The Zone for our listeners in Huntsville. That was the Buckhorn Athens game. Everyone listening to us on 100.1 FM WLAY in Muscle Shoals and Florence, and 105.9 WKLS in Gaston and Anniston. We welcome everybody in tonight. But again, that Buckhorn Athens game over on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. And Cody Gross and company at home. Boy, oh boy, do they look good. Cody Gross's son at quarterback. I wonder if he picked up a few pointers from his All-American father. He may have. 42-7. Buckhorn falls to Athens. Remember, Cody Gross, the 3-time national champion quarterback for the North Alabama Lions back in the day. Oh boy, he could sling the football. Arab at home tonight taking on Cherokee County. And Cherokee County is, they are so good, is Cherokee County. How about the 4th-ranked team in Class 4A? Arab did have their hands full tonight. The Knights fall to Cherokee County, 42-21. We are just getting started here tonight on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard show powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. Throughout the night, if you want to join the show, 256-576-4977. You can give us a call with your scores, with your highlights. We're going to be joined by some coaches throughout the night, get some reports from AL.com. We've got it all covered for you here tonight on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. We have only just begun. Let's keep rolling along with the scores. Priceville scores with 10 seconds left, but it's not enough. Brewer at home tonight. The Brewer Patriots knock off the Priceville Bulldogs 28-6. Fairview all over Springview tonight. Fairview checking in at number 7 in the Class 5A rankings, and they were just too much for Springville. Again, 41-17. Scottsboro and North Jackson, the scoreboard low scoring tonight for this one. Scottsboro making that short drive to North Jackson. They get the win 14-6. Now, we did mention, remember off the top, we mentioned that Class 4A had not one, but 2 regions stepping into region play. Class 4A Region 8, Class 4A Region 7, both of those regions stepping into region play tonight. Now, here were the matchups. You had DAR on the road at New Hope, Westminster Christian on the road at Plainview, Madison County, St. John Paul the Catholic, Madison Academy Randolph, Danville Wilson, West Morgan Brooks, West Limestone East Lawrence. You had Deschler and Hatton, all of those Class 4A Region 7 games. Oh, boy. We will get you into those scores. We're going to get you into the rest of the scores throughout the state. Let's dive into it. Westminster Christian Academy goes on the road. Remember, they opened up with a win last week against East Limestone. Now they have the tough task of traveling over to Plainview tonight to take on a very, very well-coached Dale Pruitt team. And this one would come down to the end. And in the end, the Westminster Christian Academy Wildcats survive on the road, 37-33, your final there. Westminster Christian Academy had to come from behind with 1:48 left to go in this game. Plainview held on to a 33-30 lead, but Westminster Christian Academy able to flip the script in the final 1:48. They get the road win tonight, 37-33. Now, we're also keeping an eye on Class 4A Region 7. West Limestone blanking East Lawrence tonight, 37-30. We're also keeping an eye on Hatton and Deschler. Oh, that one is for good reasons, because Hatton making the move up in class, and the Hatton Hornets, boy, it's been a while since they've been able to notch a win, and it's been a while since they've had back-to-back 7-win seasons, but they've been able to do it the last couple seasons, have Hatton, and tonight they were in control of this one. They were leading late. We'll get you the final here in just a little bit. Hatton, again, making that jump from Class 2A to 4A. Hornets stepping into the fire with a game against Deschler tonight. Doesn't get much easier. They've got Brooks and West Morgan in the coming 3 weeks. How about Denton Bowling? He has led Hatton to back-to-back 7-win seasons for the first time since 93-94. His toughest test tonight against Deschler. Oh, there's the horn. We'll get you the final of that one coming up. But coming up here in just a minute, we're going to put 60 minutes on the clock. It is the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. We've got the scores for you. We've got 60 minutes on the clock, and we'll run it all down next.
WCZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This is SportsCenter.
Week 1 of the college football season continues. I'm Chris Smith. It's the 4th meeting all time between TCU and Stanford, and the Horned Frogs have won all 3. Well, the Cardinal look to change all that as they take a 7-0 lead early in the first. Watch now on ESPN and the ESPN app. In Norman, 16th-ranked Oklahoma crushed Temple 51-3. Oklahoma QB Jackson Arnold threw for 4 TDs all in the first half to become the first Oklahoma player with 4 pass TDs and 0 INTs in the first half of a game since Caleb Williams back in 2021. Now, 7 top 10 teams open against unranked opponents in week 1. 6 are favored by at least 2 points, while number 8 Penn State is an 8.5-point favorite at West Virginia. But ESPN host Matt Schick says the Nittany Lions may be in trouble.
Week 1, when you've got a program in flux like Penn State is a little bit with a new offensive coordinator and a quarterback that's trying to find himself, can they stretch the field? Trey Wallace might be that guy, but he hasn't proven he can be. And Julian Fleming should have been that guy at Ohio State, never was that guy, and might need to be a pretty big contributor this season. I would put Penn State on upset alert simply because there's a lot of unknown.
Heard on ESPN Radio's Greeny. Penn State has won the last 5 meetings with West Virginia, all by double digits. Coverage begins on Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio. On to the NFL, where wide receiver Marquise Brown, one of the Chiefs' biggest offseason additions, will not play in Thursday night's season opener against the Ravens. Brown dislocated his shoulder on the Chiefs' first offensive play of the preseason.
Hey, it's Greeny, and Tuesday is the day. We are back and better than ever in the chair. The football season is upon us, and I will be here ready and raring to go. This is the place to talk football. Greeny, starting 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
97.7 ESPN The Zone. Welcome to the Woody Anderson Ford Scoreboard Show. Check out the full inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus schedule your next service checkup online at WoodyAndersonFord.com. Powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. Now, here's your host, Scott Tyson.
All right, welcome back. It's the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. And right before the break, we were talking to you about Deschler and Hatton. First ever meeting between the two schools. Hatton making that jump to Class 4A from Class 2A. And what do you know? This is Hatton's year. They get the win tonight, 28-21. Over Deschler, and what a coaching job Denton Bowling has done for the Hatton Hornets. Again, back-to-back 7-win seasons for the first time since 93-94, trying to back that up, making that run into Class 4A. They get it done tonight, 28-21. We mentioned the road for Hatton doesn't get any easier from here. Going to get a little bumpy for Denton Bowling and Company. Next week, they take on Brooks at home, followed by East Lawrence and West Morgan on the 20th of September, their first road game of the season. But again, congratulations to the Hatton Hornets, a 28-21 winner tonight over Deschler. We continue on with the scores. Central Florence and Lauderdale County. What a close ball game it was here. Central Florence able to eke out a 35-34 win tonight at home over Lauderdale County. We continue on with the scores tonight. How about Haleyville, a 28-7 win over Tarrant tonight. Mars Hill Bible, last week they come on the road and just absolutely get the best of Madison Academy, and tonight they back that up at home, taking on Russellville and Mars Hill Bible. They get a 14-point win tonight, 28-14 over Russellville. Lexington, the Golden Bears, they growl on the road tonight. They stop Elkmont 49-12. It's Colbert Heights, Carbon Hill. Carbon Hill gets you a win over Colbert Heights. Ardmore going to blank Clements tonight, 29-0. North Sand Mountain over Eider, 42-0. It's Waterloo shutting out Tharptown, 34-0. Colbert County blanking Tanner, 63-0. Sand Rock over West End, 14-8. It's Collinsville blanking Cedar Bluff on the road, 42-0. Westbrook Christian over Glencoe, 35-10. And it's Vinemont over Southeastern, 22-8. We continue. We're not done. Valley Head over Section, 35-6. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit the pause button on the scores real fast, because one of the good things about the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Shout, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware, is that we take you inside the huddle all night long with reaction from head coaches. And we go out to the phone lines, the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline tonight. And that is where we find Bob Jones head coach Kelvis White. His team tonight, a 63-7 winner over Lee. Coach, congratulations. You back last week's solid performance up with Coleman with another solid performance tonight with a win against Lee. Congratulations.
Thank you. I thought the boys played well. We talked about playing at a high level. I think they came out and did that tonight.
Yeah, a little bit of adverse conditions right out of the gates. Last week, beautiful Friday night to play football. This Friday, a little bit of rain. Not much, but just a little bit of rain at the start of this one to kind of throw a wrench in there a little bit, but I thought everybody handled it well.
That's right. Like I say, it was like you said, a little adversity, but they handled it well. I mean, it slacked up a little bit, but we were able to go out and start fast again. That's something we talk about, and I thought the guys really did that tonight, so I'm proud of them for that. Starting fast, Coach. 1 play, 1 touchdown. That's a fast start. That's right, and that's been the last 2 weeks. So, I don't know. We've been kind of lucky with that, but, it's been the same kid, and he's a special talent. So I was excited to see him go out and repeat that first play touchdown again. Well, Coach, kind of talk about who shined for you tonight. I know you were able to play a lot of guys on both sides of the ball, but who kind of stood out tonight? Well, I thought our offensive line did well as a group. They play hard, and we were able to play a lot of guys. You're right. So, but, I think Johnny Jackson, our quarterback, and a couple of other guys, excuse me, guys, I got some noise on the bus. But, our receivers, they caught the ball well. Sam Monroe, our running back. So there's so many of them played well, and the whole defensive unit flew around all night. They moved the ball on us a little bit early, but once we settled in right there at the end, after the first couple drives, I thought they pretty much played lights out. All right, Coach. Well, Kelvis White, Bob Jones head coach, joining us on the bus ride back over to Madison. Coach, no bus ride next week. I mean, you'll have a bus ride to the school, but it's to Madison City School Stadium. It's rivalry week next week. James Clemens on the schedule. That's right. That's always a big one. They, these kids know each other, and, it's the next game. It's a rivalry game on top of a region game. So a lot of importance there, but, we just kind of have a good week of practice, and, they're a very talented team with some weapons, and we just got to go out and play well like we've done the last 2 weeks, and hopefully we can come out on top. All right, Coach, congratulations. 2-0 start for the Bob Jones Patriots. Safe travels, short travels back to City of Madison and Bob Jones High School. All right, thank y'all guys for having me on. All right, that's Kelvis White, Bob Jones head coach. Again, Bob Jones, a big win tonight over Lee. They moved to 2-0, and as we mentioned, next week, oh boy, it's the City of Madison. It's the Madison rivalry. Bob Jones, James Clemens, Madison City School Stadium. James Clemens. Oh, they should be, let's see. James Clemens, I believe. Yeah, James Clemens is off this week. This was James Clemens' bye week this week. So they will come in 1-0. Bob Jones will come in 2-0 in that rivalry contest. Last year, remember, James Clemens won it 40-13 over Bob Jones. Let's continue on with some of the scores that we've just gotten in. Cherokee County over Arab. We mentioned Cherokee County. They came into this one ranked number 4 in all of Class 4A. They get the win tonight. We keep on going on. How about West Limestone blanking East Lawrence 37-0? It was Randolph. One better than Madison Academy tonight. The Randolph Raiders notch a 32-31 win in this one. Madison Academy scored a bunch of points late to get this comeback, but ultimately just come up short.
we mentioned one of the big games of the night. And speaking of comebacks, they had to score late. The Westminster Christian Academy Wildcats on the road tonight at Plainview. They dig down deep in week one. They get to come from behind 37-33 win over Plainview. Their head coach, Louis LeBlanc, kind enough to join us on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. Coach, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. Congratulations on this one.
Oh, man. Yes, sir. I'm still trying to catch my breath.
Yeah, 37-33, the final. You have to score with I believe a minute and 48 you have on the clock. You're trailing. Take us through that final game-winning drive.
Well, every week we practice. We call it 1 minute period, and we put a minute on the clock. Offense has a timeout. Defense has a timeout. That was almost the exact scenario that we had. So the guys went out there and did the things that they've been coached to do, the things they've practiced and repped many, many times, and had to clock the ball one down, and but had some great plays throughout that drive, and it just was it was beautiful to watch. Obviously, you want to have a winning drive for the outcome, but then just to see the guys having the poise and confidence of what they've done in practice, the way they've competed against each other, and seeing that come to fruition just makes you feel good.
Well, Coach, who kind of stood out to you tonight? I know without watching the film, sometimes it's hard, but who kind of stood out to you tonight on the field?
Well, Evan had another night that was tough, man. Just hard running. We put the ball on the ground a few times, and that really made it hard, for us to do what we needed to do. And but Evan was a stalwart on offense, and then Adam Hartman made some incredible catches to get us into the end zone and get us down the field. They were just clutch performances for both of those young men. Defensively, we had some takeaways, and again, Isaiah Singleton, Bryson Cumberlander just coming up big, making plays on defense and in special teams. So Isaiah had I think a kickoff return for a touchdown, and so just playmakers in all phases of the game.
Well, Coach, obviously this was a tough one. It means a little bit more tonight as well because this was your region opener.
Oh, of course, and never having played Plainview and then having to go up against the Pruitt conglomerate, man, with so many years of experience and knowledge, just that those two men have, tons of respect for them, and how they not only coach this game but how they motivate young men and seek to do it right. And man, we knew we were going to be in for a fight. I was hoping it wasn't going to be like this, but I told our team at halftime, I said, "You're going to think I'm crazy. I'm going to say this right now. I'm excited about the position we find ourselves right now at halftime. It's not what I wanted, but I'm excited." And these are the things we talk about, for years and years to come. These are the moments. See what you're made of. And the young men just answered it. We talked about, hey, what do we do? What's important now is the moment. So we want to win the moment, and we can't go out there and score 10 points in one play, but we can go moment by moment down the field and put a drive together, and they did it. And then the defense, Coach Sloan made some incredible adjustments. We were able to get some big time stops, some blitzes. Again, some guys making plays in the backfield and getting them behind the chains, which is where we needed them to kind of slow down their scheme, and then guys making plays in the back end. So it was awesome to see the coaches make the adjustments. Coach Riley make an adjustment in our run game, and then just didn't seem like Plainview had an answer for it, and we were able to control the clock and in our field position.
Doesn't get any easier from here. Next week on the road at St. John Paul II.
Yes, sir. And so, being in that 9-team region, man, there's no time to come up for air. And when you do try to come up for air, you feel like somebody's putting their foot on your head and pushing you right back underwater and say, keep swimming, boy. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to keep working. And, good thing we can only play all those region opponents one game at a time. So that's the way we're taking it. And excited to be back in town, be on the road, but be in town and have another region game.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Safe travels back, and best of luck next week.
Man, thank you so much again.
All right, thanks. Louis LeBlanc, head coach, Westminster Christian Academy. They open up region play tonight on the road at Plainview, 37-33. And you heard Coach talk about it. That is the reason why our Class 4A Region 8, Class 4A Region 7 teams, they've got to play region games tonight. They don't get 2 warm-up games. They've got a 9-team region, so they had to jump into region play this week. And let's stay in there, shall we? Let's stay in Class 4A Region 8 a little bit. Because Randolph gets that 1-point win over Madison Academy in Class 4A Region 8. Now, we're keeping an eye on Madison County St. John Paul. We want that score. Danville and Wilson. That comes from Class 4A Region 7. How about that one? We're looking for the DAR New Hope score as well. I know some of those have gone final, and our interns, we're working on getting a lot of those scores for you here coming up, because those are region games. Those are big ones. And then we've got Class 4A Region 7. Just got this one. West Morgan all over Brooks tonight, 42-10. West Limestone going to blank East Lawrence, 37-0. That's a Class 4A Region 7 region game. And then Class 4A Region 7, we talked about it. Deschler and Hatton. Hatton at home tonight. They get the 7-point win, 28-21. I tell you what, we need to get a timeout in. That's 1 quarter down. We've got 3 more to go on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. We got quarter number 2 coming up for you right after this.
Log on today, 977ESPN.com.
This summer, make it a Woody Anderson Ford. Make it 0% financing, make it no down payment, and make no payments for 90 days. Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. It's our Ford Summer Sales event, and I promise you can save serious dollars on a large selection of our 2024 Fords. We've got financing as low as 0% for 36 months on 2024 F-150, Explorer, Expedition, Edge, Escape, plus all-electric F-150 Lightning and Mustang Mach-E. And on all these Fords I just mentioned, you'll make no down payment and no payments for 90 days. Can you say Orange Beach, here we come? This is going to be a good summer. Come choose from over 550 new Fords, and you'll learn firsthand that nobody will work harder to earn your business. Brand new award-winning Fords with 0% financing, no down payment, and no payment for 90 days with your good credit. This offer ends 9/3/24. Come see us today and make it a Woody Anderson Ford. Hope to see you soon.
Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware is your locally owned and operated hardware store. We're not just about numbers, we're about helping neighbors, because our Ace Hardware store is part of your community. We're committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience. As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Stop by and visit Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware today, 1536 Blunt Avenue in Guntersville.
Hey Huntsville, looking for action-packed events? The Huntsville Sports Commission is your hub for all things sports. From youth events to national tournaments, we've got events that thrill and inspire. Whether you're an athlete, a fan, or a volunteer, there's something for everyone. Cheer on your favorite teams, witness amazing talent, and be a part of the excitement. Check out our event calendar and get involved at huntsvillesports.com. That's huntsvillesports.com. Be there, Huntsville.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Are you tired of power outages disrupting your life? It's time for a Generac standby generator from Current Electrical. Storms may rage outside, but inside your family's powered up. So why choose Current Electrical for your generator needs? 1, we offer a wide range of models to suit every budgeted energy requirement. 2, our project managers handle every step of the process: power, gas, permitting, and inspections. 3, our certified technicians install your generator with precision, ensuring peace of mind. Don't wait for the next blackout. Call 256-880-1880 or visit us online at jetsuperstore.com.
Make your taste buds come alive with a visit to Huntsville's newest taste sensation, Salt Factory Pub at Mid-City, offering a creative menu featuring a variety of classic comfort foods with international influences. Salt Factory Pub is the perfect destination for everyone. Salt Factory Pub also has an unbeatable beer list of more than 50 different draft and bottled brews. Just a short walk from the Orion Amphitheater, Salt Factory Pub is the perfect spot for great food in an inviting and casual atmosphere. Find out more online at salthuntsville.com.
It's freezer season at Owen Home Appliance Center. So if rising temps have that freezer on its last leg, check out the name brand frost-free upright and chest freezers. Best of all, Owen Home Appliance has them in stock and ready to go or have delivered. Don't let all that high-dollar food go to waste. Go to Owen Home Appliance Center and get that new freezer. And while supplies last, get a $50 gift card towards the purchase of Wagyu beef when you purchase a freezer. Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name.
This is David Lloyd, head coach of the Randolph Raiders, and you're listening to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Now back to the scores.
Indeed, welcome back to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. Scores for you that we got during the break there. Hazel Green blanking East Limestone 25-0. It was Douglas over Susan Moore 42-7. Boaz over Albertville tonight 56-7. Arab again falling to Cherokee County 42-21. We do have scores from Class 4A Region 8. Madison County gets by St. John Paul Catholic 26-7. In Class 4A Region 7, it's Danville over Wilson 34-14. It was Hatton over Deschler 28-21. West Morgan downs Brooks 42-10. West Limestone gets by East Lawrence 37-0. DAR and New Hope. This one, New Hope 69-0. New Hope shuts out DAR. And if you're keeping track of New Hope and Michael Harper, 10-1, carry the one. How about they have scored 140 points, I believe? 140 points in the season so far. They scored 71 in a setback last week to Ohatchee. They score 69 in a win this week against DAR. So Michael Harper, congratulations. He gets his first win as New Hope head coach. We continue on with scores from this evening. Coleman 35-14 winners over Mortimer Jordan. We're still bringing you the scores. How about Holly Pond all over Hansville tonight? 74-35. That is a final. Collinsville and Cedar Bluff. Collinsville blanks Cedar Bluff 42-0. It is Brooks and West Morgan. We mentioned West Morgan getting the 42-10 win. Brindley Mountain and Vina. Vina holds on to a 52-44 win over Brindley Mountain. 52-44. Vina, got to put that down on the sheet. 52-44. Winfield, Sullivan, Red Bay, Lamar County, BB Comer, Vincent, Appalachian, Cleveland. Just a few of the scores we're going to get through here before the night is all over. Walter Wellborn over JB Pennington tonight, 34-24. Told you, we've got scores coming in from all over North Alabama. 256-576-4977. If you would like to join the program this evening, feel free to give us a call with your score. Again, Walter Welburn, a 34-24 winner tonight over J.B. Pennington. Piedmont and Sachs were awaiting that score. Lincoln and Munford were awaiting that score. All of those for our friends there on 105.9 WKLS, Gadsden and Anniston. We appreciate you for joining us. 100.1 FM WOAY, Florence and Muscle Shoals. We appreciate you. And over in Huntsville, 97.7 ESPN The Zone. All right, let's get out to the Woody Anderson Ford High School football hotline. Head coach Michael Harper from New Hope, kind enough to visit with us. Coach, congratulations getting that win tonight, the first win of many we hope for you at New Hope, 69-0 over DAR.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, Scott.
Well, first of all, take us through that win tonight, 69-0. 2 weeks in a row now, offense at a high production.
Well, yeah, we feel like we're a pretty good offensive team, and we've said all year if we can become just an average defensive team, we've got a chance to be really good. We challenged our guys, we challenged our defense, challenged our defense to get, just string together some stops. And we told them the story from 2 years ago when I was the offense coordinator at Hazel Green, how we had given up 77 in the first game against Sparkman, and then we responded the next game against Grissom and got a shutout. And so we kind of challenged them to do that tonight, and that's what happened.
Well, Coach, who kind of offensively, who had big nights for you?
So our usual guys, Leighton Pohl had our running back. Leighton Pohl had 3 touchdowns on 6 carries. I don't have his yards yet, but they were like a 40-yard run, a 50-yard run, and another 40-yard run, something like that. So Leighton Pohl had a huge night. Our receiver Dawson Cameron, he had two touchdown catches and a punt return for a touchdown. And then our quarterback Lucas Terry had threw for 3 or 4. Like I said, I don't have the stats right in front of me. So those were the main 3 that had a big night. We also had Gavin Runlett catch his first touchdown pass of the year too.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
Oh, I was going to say on defense, senior Logan Manley had a really good game defensively. He's a corner, but because of the offense that DAR was running, we were asking him to, kind of be the edge setter tonight. And he did. He funneled everything back in to the defense, which was something we struggled with last week. And he had a really good game on defense, and all of our linebackers, Dom Scott, he had quite a few tackles. Just our whole linebacking core and defensive line as a whole played really, really well tonight.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win, and more importantly, picking up your first region win of the year with that 9-team region. You got to play early, but you get it, and next week you're off, so you get a week to prepare for Madison County.
We were kind of worried about the bye week this early in the season, which is just the way it fell with the region draw. But it actually works out. It actually has worked out well for us. After last week, even though it was our first game, we really played. There were 193 plays in that game played, and so or 183, something like that. So that's the equivalent to 2 football games. So we kind of actually, as weird as it sounds this early, we actually kind of need the bye week.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Enjoy it, and enjoy the bye week, I guess, early on.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well,
absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right. Congratulations, Coach. All right. Michael Harper, head coach of the New Hope Indians tonight. They were victorious in their region opener. Real fast here, joining us now in studio, fresh off their win. Huntsville High gets a 36-6 win over May Jemison. Trudy Arman was on the call for that one. Huntsville victorious at Milton Frank Stadium.
Yeah, Scott, it was a great performance by Huntsville. I came in thinking it was going to be a 4-quarter fight, but Huntsville jumped out early. And I know you were listening to us and we were trying to describe it, but there was a quick pop-up storm. You know how it is in the summer.
Yep.
All of a sudden they pop up and the wind starts howling and it started raining right as kickoff happened. And for just about the entire first half, the wind was howling, and basically it played an effect on field position. And and Huntsville took advantage of that. They had the wind, and then both the offenses went 3 and out early. But Huntsville got it going, got a short field because of a short punt, and they were able to punch in a 27-yard drive, 4 plays, all to Jackson Spencer, who really got it rolling on the ground. Did an outstanding job. I had 3 short touchdown runs in the game and a 2-point conversion run, Scott. So 2 straight strong games from the junior running back, number 34, Jackson Spencer. Did a great job. Another great game from Jack Maservi, the punter for Huntsville. It's his first year playing football, Scott. He even made a tackle tonight. I mean, he did a great job with the kicking game, pinning that Mae Jemison offense. And then Huntsville took a 14-0 lead off another short field, 38-yard drive, but a clutch throw on third down from Wyatt Smith. He did a great job in the game, and he hit a little square in to junior wide receiver Braden Davis that got a first down, and that led to another Jackson Spencer touchdown. But the biggest play in the game, really, Mae Jemison got 3 straight first downs. They started running some wildcat. They found a little something in the running game. They decided to throw the football, against the wind, and Jagger Richardson jumped it for about a 46-yard pick six and made the game 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. And that was just really a little bit too much for Mae Jemison to overcome. Huntsville added another touchdown with that 2-point conversion to make it 29-0 at half, and then just basically put it on cruise control in half two. And their defense is still not giving up any points. The one score for Mae Jemison was a scoop and score off a fumble, but that first team defense for Huntsville is nasty through 2 weeks. They've just done a great job stopping the run, but then pressuring the passer. They had 3 more turnovers tonight, Scott, 2 interceptions, and then a forced fumble that Jagger Richardson nearly took to the house. He took it inside the 10 to set the offense up for another touchdown there in the second quarter to make it 29-0. But just an overall great performance from Huntsville, and they go to 2-0, and now they'll have their 7A Region 4 opener back at Milton Frank Stadium against their heated rival Grissom, who, much like James Clemens was off this week, they are 1-0 after their 41-6 win over Lee. So that'll be a great matchup. 2 big rivalry games next week, the Madison Bowl and then Huntsville Grissom.
There you have it. You heard it on Talk Radio, WZZN, Huntsville and Mae Jemison. You'll hear them all season long. Huntsville Crimson Panthers on Talk Radio WZZM. All right, let's get a break in. When we come back, David Lloyd, head coach of the Randolph Raiders, will join us. His team victorious tonight. Plus, we got to run down the scores for you. It's the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware.
Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware is your locally owned and operated hardware store. We're not just about numbers, we're about helping neighbors, because our Ace Hardware store is part of your community. We're committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience. As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Stop by and visit Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware today, 1536 Blunt Avenue in Guntersville.
Tom Luganville here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
You don't have to go somewhere else just so you can go somewhere new. Plan your next vacation with Huntsville International Airport and Breeze Airways. Enjoy friendly, convenient, nonstop travel to some of the most exciting destinations in the U.S., including the home of 12 world-famous theme parks, Orlando, Florida. With flights starting as low as just $49, Breeze has got you covered with easy, breezy, nonstop flights to Orlando. Make all their dreams come true. Book nonstop to Orlando now at flybreeze.com.
Hey, Huntsville. Looking for action-packed events? The Huntsville Sports Commission is your hub for all things sports. From youth events to national tournaments, we've got events that thrill and inspire. Whether you're an athlete, a fan, or a volunteer, there's something for everyone. Cheer on your favorite teams, witness amazing talent, and be a part of the excitement. Check out our event calendar and get involved at huntsvillesports.com. That's huntsvillesports.com. Be there, Huntsville.
Not looking or feeling your best? No energy for the things you like to do? Ready to look and feel younger? Make your appointment at Advanced Life Clinic, one of the region's foremost destinations for patients interested in looking and feeling their best. Specializing in advanced laser treatments and weight loss, male and female rejuvenation to offset the effects of aging, and more. See how Advanced Life Clinic can help you enjoy your life again. Call 256-882-6555 or log on advancedlifeclinic.com.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Download the Talk Radio WZZN app and catch every pitch of the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Now a launch job into deep right. Back on it goes Veras. He's at the tracks. He looks up and it's out of here. Joyce ready to go again. Next offering. Fastball swung and missed. That one launched deep left. Allen won't even try. He'll watch it leave the yard. Pitch is ripped. Deep center field. Back on it goes Tatum. At the track, looks up, and it's out of here. A home run.
97.7 ESPN The Zone.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. Partly cloudy sky to be expected for this Friday night. We'll see temperatures fall into the low 70s for the overnight. Heading into our Saturday, a few isolated showers, potentially thunderstorms going to be possible heading into the afternoon. Otherwise, we'll continue to see mostly sunshine. High temperatures warming into the low 90s. Heat index value so will be nearing 100 for the afternoon. I'm Fox 54 meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This is Rich Dutton, head coach of the Grissom Tigers, and you're listening to North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Now back to the scores.
Welcome back to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. The scores roll on, and so do the interviews. Let's slip one in here real fast. His team was victorious tonight on the road at Madison Academy in the Region Open. Now, remember, it's a 9-team region, so they've got to play early and they've got to play often. Randolph Raiders go on the road tonight, and they get by Madison Academy 32-31. Their head coach, Louis LeBlanc, kind enough to join us now. Coach, congratulations on this one.
I appreciate it, man. It's a great win for us, and I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, you get off to a big lead there, and you kind of have to hold on late. Madison Academy made a late charge in this one.
We're up 32-25. They score with right over a minute left, go for two. And William Mitchell, my starting quarterback, QB1 for us, had to go in and play some defense, makes a game-saving tackle on their two-point conversion. They don't get it. We recover the onside kick and take a couple of knees and get out of there with a win, man. It was an awesome game. Just a fun game to be a part of. So we're really proud of my guys.
Yeah, Coach, talk about who kind of stood out to you tonight in this one. Big road win, big region opening road win.
William Mitchell threw 2 touchdown passes for us. He threw both of them to Noah Gaunt. Noah Gaunt probably had about 150 yards receiving, 2 big touchdowns for us. And then he actually, early in the first quarter, Mitch fumbled it going into the end zone, and Noah picked it up and ran it in for a third score. And big guy for us tonight, and really his first start. Graham Beatty was out with an injury, so Lefebvre Watson had to come in and be our starting quarterback. So in his first varsity start, he's probably close to 100 yards. I don't have the stats in front of me, but rushes for 2 touchdowns. Really tempoed our ground game. some big scores from him, some big runs from him. I'm super proud of him. The opportunity he got, he took advantage of it. And I'm unbelievably proud of our offensive linemen up front. I mean, just J.P. Christopher, senior leader for us up there. Garrison Ward, Bradford Hall, Mihai Stroh, Gibson Smith, Austin Nelson, all those guys did huge for us. Hunter Wiggins did a ton of blocking for us up front and really just opened up holes and let our ground game kind of pace the way for us tonight.
Coach, you're always looking to lay foundation stones for this program. This was one of those wins that does so. Just the second win ever against Madison Academy. First ever win at Madison Academy for this Randolph program.
Yeah, and more importantly, it was our first region win. And like you said earlier, you got to play 9 of these things. So it's really important, I think, to get a win early, especially against a quality team like Madison Academy that are really kind of springboards you into your season. I know we're going to have a tough Plainview team coming up next week at home. But just super excited to go on the road, get a huge region win. The goal's always been to win a region championship, and you're not going to do that unless you can get by Madison Academy. And our defense played tough, man. Our guys were warriors tonight. So much fun watching those guys play. The excitement they had, the love for the game they have. And I'm just super proud of these guys, what they did. We battled through some adversity tonight. We took their best shots. And I'm just unbelievably proud of this team. Our coaching staff, Coach Smith did a phenomenal job with our defense, getting those guys ready. So we're just super proud of our guys.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Best of luck next week at home against Plainview.
I appreciate it, Scott. Thank
Thanks,
you, man.
Coach. Let's continue on with the scores this evening. We have got scores that we have not gotten to. We want to try to get to here real fast. Guntersville, how about this? Guntersville on the road tonight at Fort Payne, 23-19 winners. It's Muscle Shoals. This was a huge one for Muscle Shoals. Last week, struggles against Gadsden City. This week, at home against Florence, 31-13. Huntsville over May Jemison, 36-6. Hartselle blanks Jackson Olin, 41-0. Coleman over Mortimer Jordan, 35-14. It was Athens at home tonight against Buckhorn, 42-7. Douglas over Susan Moore, 42-7. Albertville falling to Boaz. Boaz at home tonight over Albertville. They get the win, 56-7. Boaz has won now 3 of the last 4 meetings between these two. This was the 83rd meeting all time between Boaz and Albertville. Let's continue. Brewer at home tonight, 28-6 winners over Priceville. Fairview over Springville, 41-17. Scottsboro over North Jackson, 14-6. Cold Springs over Curry, 24-14. That's a score we just getting in. North Sand Mountain blanks Eider tonight, 42-0. Last night it was the battle of number ones, Pisgah and Fife. Pisgah, the number 1 team in 2A. Fife, the number 1 team in 3A. And Fife falls 30-22. All right. We have got scores for you, but I tell you who's got a lot more scores. Last week, we didn't get a chance to visit with them because we ran out of time. Buckhorn only gave us like 36 minutes of showtime. Tonight, we've got more time, so we want to get to you. We want to get to him because he's got scores coming up for everybody. You can read a lot of things. Thomas Ashworth from AL.com, kind enough to join us now on the Woody Anderson Ford Scoreboard Show. Welcome in. The first time we've had you on the show.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here, especially on a Friday night. Kind of gives me a break from writing. So appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah. So what are we writing about tonight? Which ones have we been writing about?
Man, I'm still catching up with all the scoring from Athens tonight. They were absolutely incredible tonight. Just firing on all cylinders. Great quarterback, as you know, great defense, great defensive effort. There's a kid, Jack Jones. He had 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery, and a forced fumble tonight. And he was my star of the game. Just a great performance. And congrats to Coach Cody Gross, especially, from me, his 50th win with Athens. Just a great accomplishment for a great person, as I'm sure you know.
No, he is. And his son, the quarterback there, I wonder if he got any skills from his father.
You'd think. Coach Patterson at Buckhorn said, anytime you play a coach's kid, it's worth about 2 or 3 touchdowns. But, just hats off to that team. They really had a great night. And I think Buckhorn will get back on track. It's just a matter of early in the season, really tough opponent, but I think they'll be fine when it comes to region play.
What other games do you guys have for AL.com?
We got a lot coming in. Obviously, a thriller over at Madison Academy. Randolph pulled off that upset, 32-31. A failed two-point conversion attempt really sunk Madison Academy on that one, from what I heard. But just a great effort from Randolph. That's a really good, well-coached team. I think a lot of Coach Lloyd and obviously Coach Godsey will get this team back on track. He's had a good reputation of making, he's had good talent, but when it comes to making something out of nothing, I think he's one of the guys you want to turn to. So really good win for Randolph, just especially with a guy like AJ Rice and Mississippi State commit for sure.
I know you're familiar with the area, but Hewitt-Trussville tonight all over Gadsden City. Gadsden City coming off that big win last week against Muscle Shoals. They stumbled tonight, 42-14.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Hewitt-Trussville is going to be Hewitt-Trussville,
yeah.
But still a really good win for Hewitt-Trussville. They're returning a lot of guys over in Gadsden City. That's kind of the area that that was at my previous job. I worked in Calhoun County, but obviously a lot of crossover between, we had Oxford and Southside that always fared well against Gadsden City, but still they have a lot of talent. And, you mentioned Hewitt-Trussville. I think that's a really good team to watch, and especially with a team that beat a talented Muscle Shoals team led by a talented coach. I think especially, for a Hewitt-Trussville team that's kind of looking to take that next step, especially whenever they're, talking about region play, getting into the playoffs and being able to actually put together a run. I think that's kind of a really good stepping stone, especially for the future for that team.
All right. Thomas Ashworth, kind enough to join us from AL.com. You were there tonight, Athens, Buckhorn. Is that the one? So you were there tonight, Athens?
Yep. I was at that one for sure.
Well, Athens 42-7 winners tonight. And I tell you, if Athens going to have to run into Muscle Shoals eventually, that's been the bugaboo in that region is getting through Muscle Shoals.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's always a tough call, especially with Athens. You mentioned Muscle Shoals. That's just such a tough region, especially for a team that's kind of, been up there, that they haven't really been able to take that next step. I mean, they haven't won a playoff game since 2019. Last region title came in 2020. They're still kind of looking to take that next step. And I mean, with a region that's just packed with Muscle Shoals, Hartselle, and Decatur's still a team that, they had a tough loss tonight, but I don't think that's a team to sneeze at. There's still, a few teams that they're going to have to get through. But if they can get past that gauntlet of on the road at Muscle Shoals on October 4th, and then the next week they travel again at Hartselle that following week, that's just two really tough games against two really good teams and two really good coaches. It'll be interesting to see how they come out of that one for sure.
All right. Let everybody know how they can find your work.
Yeah, so go over to AL.com. We have completely free right now live updates from pretty much every game that we could get a hold of for tonight, all across the state, completely free to read. As far as stories and coverage, you can find those. We have a ton of games, obviously a lot of really good games tonight. And we have a new newsletter that's coming out, completely free, exclusive content. You can sign up for that actually on the free link with free scores from all over the state. But appreciate you having me on, and good luck wrangling up the rest of these scores from all over the state.
All right, thanks. Thomas Ashworth from AL.com. We'll check in with you next week. Where are you going next week? Do you know?
Oh, man, there's a ton of good games next week, but you'll probably find me at the Madison Bowl. So that should be a good one.
All right, James Clemens, Bob Jones, your first one.
Oh, yeah, couldn't miss it, man. Couldn't miss it.
All right, well, welcome in, and welcome to the show, and we'll check in with you next week.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right, Thomas Ashworth, kind enough to join us. Let's get our final break in. When we come back, fourth quarter, run all the scores down, and maybe we hear from Jimmy Lay out there from Westminster Christian Academy and everything else. We've got a lot of stuff to get through. We got a lot of scores, and we've only got one more quarter to do it.
Log on today, 977ESPN.com.
This summer, make it a Woody Anderson Ford. Make it 0% financing, make it no down payment, and make no payments for 90 days. Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. It's our Ford Summer Sales event, and I promise you can save serious dollars on a large selection of our 2024 Fords. We've got financing as low as 0% for 36 months on 2024 F-150, Explorer, Expedition, Edge, Escape, plus all-electric F-150 Lightning and Mustang Mach-E. And on all these Fords I just mentioned, you'll make no down payment and no payments for 90 days. Can you say Orange Beach, here we come? This is going to be a good summer. Come choose from over 550 new Fords, and you'll learn firsthand that nobody will work harder to earn your business. Brand new award-winning Fords with 0% financing, no down payment, and no payment for 90 days with your good credit. This offer ends 9/3/24. Come see us today and make it a Woody Anderson Ford. Hope to see you soon.
Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware is your locally owned and operated hardware store. We're not just about numbers, we're about helping neighbors, because our Ace Hardware store is part of your community. We're committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience. As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Stop by and visit Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware today, 1536 Blunt Avenue in Guntersville.
Hey, Huntsville. Looking for action-packed events? The Huntsville Sports Commission is your hub for all things sports. From youth events to national tournaments, we've got events that thrill and inspire. Whether you're an athlete, a fan, or a volunteer, there's something for everyone. Cheer on your favorite teams, witness amazing talent, and be a part of the excitement. Check out our event calendar and get involved at huntsvillesports.com. That's huntsvillesports.com. Be there, Huntsville.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Are you tired of power outages disrupting your life? It's time for a Generac standby generator from Current Electrical. Storms may rage outside, but inside your family's powered up. So why choose Current Electrical for your generator needs? 1, we offer a wide range of models to suit every budgeted energy requirement. 2, our project managers handle every step of the process: power, gas, permitting, and inspections. 3, our certified technicians install your generator with precision, ensuring peace of mind. Don't wait for the next blackout. Call 256-880-1880 or visit us online at JetSuperstore.com.
It's the dawning of a new age in Tuscaloosa.
I understand what Alabama football is all about. Roll time.
Join the Crimson Tide as the Kalen DuBois era begins.
Touchdown!
Join us Saturday as the Crimson Tide kick off the 2024 season at home against the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Our coverage begins at 3 on your home for Alabama football.
Listen to Alabama football all season long on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
It's freezer season at On Home Appliance Center. So if rising temps have that freezer on its last leg, check out the name brand frost-free upright and chest freezers. Best of all, On Home Appliance has them in stock and ready to go or have delivered. Don't let all that high-dollar food go to waste. Go to On Home Appliance Center and get that new freezer. And while supplies last, get a $50 gift card towards the purchase of Wagyu beef when you purchase a freezer. On Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name.
This is Coach Irvin McGuire, head football coach of the Lehigh Generals, and you are listening to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Now back to the scores.
Indeed. Welcome back to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. Folks, if you're looking for a locally owned, yes, it says Ace Hardware, but if you're looking for a locally owned hardware store where they know you and they know your name and they know what you need, I'm just going to sell you a bunch of other stuff. Visit Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware there in Guntersville. Let them help you. And let me tell you, they are a family affair. Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware, thank you for jumping on board for the high school football scoreboard show this season. Let's run down the scores for you. Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa, they get the best of Sparkman tonight, 31-10. Folks, just how good has Hillcrest Tuscaloosa been? This was just the third meeting all time between the two. The last one coming back in 2003. Now, Hillcrest Tuscaloosa has not dropped a regular season game since September 17th of 2021. Make that a span of 27 straight regular season wins for Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. How about this? In fact, in 2019, you got to go all the way back to 2019. That was the last time a team from North Alabama knocked off Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. And I say teams, not team, teams. James Clemens and Bob Jones both got wins in 2019 against Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. Tonight, though, they were just too much for Sparkman. 31-10 your final. Austin blanking Decatur 41-0. Again, this was the 61st meeting, but in the River City rivalry, congratulations to Jeremy Perkins. Perkins picks up career win number 99. Well, actually 100. Picks up win 100. He came in tonight with 99 wins, gets win 100 as an Austin Black Bear head coach. Gadsden City falls to Hewitt-Trussville 42-14. Hewitt-Trussville comes in ranked number 7 in all of Class 7A. Bob Jones on the road tonight gets the best of Lee 63-7. Hazel Green blanks East Limestone 25-0. Fred Ferrier picking up his first win as Hazel Green head coach. Guntersville on the road tonight at Fort Payne. You mean the number 1 team in Class 5A, Guntersville? Yep, that's the same one. They get a win tonight over Fort Payne, 23-19. Muscle Shoals over Florence, 31-13. So Florence shaking off that loss last week to Gadsden City at home tonight over Florence victorious. Huntsville victorious over Mae Jemison, 36-6. Hartselle blanks Jackson Olin, 41-0. Coleman over Mortimer Jordan, 35-14. Athens over Buckhorn, 42-7. Douglas over Susan Moore, 42-7. Boaz over Albertville, 56-7. Cherokee County, way too much for Arab tonight, 42-21. Cherokee County again coming in ranked number 4 in Class 4A. Brewer over Priceville, 28-6. Fairview over Springville, 41-17. Scottsboro over North Jackson, 14-16. New Hope blanks DAR 69-0. Westminster 4 better than Plainview 37-33. Remember, that's a Class 4A Region 8 game. Madison County over St. John Paul Catholic 26-7. Randolph 1 better than Madison Academy 32-31. That was a region game as well. Danville 34-14 winners over Wilson. In Class 4A Region 7, West Morgan opens up region play with a 42-10 win over Brooks. West Limestone opens up region play, 37-0 over East Lawrence, and it's Hatton 7 better than Deschler in Class 4A Region 7, 28-21. Central Florence 1 better than Lauderdale County, 35-34. Alexandria falls to Jacksonville. Jacksonville over Alexandria, 49-21. Haleyville over Tarrant, 28-7. It's Munford over Lincoln, 30-3. It was Mars Hill Bible over Russellville, 28-14. Lexington all over Elkmont tonight, 49-12. It was Colbert Heights over Carbon Hill, 31-8. Sachs falls to Piedmont, 34-13. It was Locust Fork, 58. Ohatchee, 42. Walter Welborn, 10 better than J.B. Bennington, 34-24. Hamilton, 15 better than Phil Campbell. How about 95 points combined in this one, 55-40. North Sam Mountain blanks Eider, 42-0. Waterloo over Tharptown, 34-0. Cobra County blanks Tanner, 63-0. Sandrock over West End, 14-8. Your Thursday, Collinsville over Cedar Bluff, 42-0. Westbrook over Glencoe, 35-10. Vinemont over Southeastern, 22-8. Valley Head over Section, 35-6. And Vina over Brindley Mountain, 52-44. Hackleburg over Lim. Cherokee a winner Addison, a winner over Decatur Heritage. Those are just your Friday scores. We didn't have time to get to what happened last night. We didn't have time to get them all. We still have a few scores that we just aren't going to get through. Thank you to everyone on 97.7 ESPN The Zone, 100.1 FM WLAY, and 105.9 WKLS Gaston and Addison. You've been listening to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware. Folks, we'll see you back here next week for week 2.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.